How do you repel people with your content? It's really important that you scare away the kinds of people that you don't want to work with your content. That means that the people who follow you and engage with you are your ideal customers, and the people who aren't, don't follow you, scroll on by, and they never bother you. You really want to repel those kinds of people you don't want to work with. So how do you do that? If you don't want customers who can't afford you, then share your prices. Let them decide for themselves they can't afford you, instead of wasting your time on a discovery call with them only to find that they can't afford you and they were never going to buy. If you're transparent with your prices, you can repel them right away. Easy. Done. You don't want customers who are too busy, because they won't have the time to do the work that you need them to do, and they won't achieve the transformation that you're offering. So they need to have the time. How do you repel them? You educate them. You tell people how much time they need to commit to your program to get the results. And if they don't have that time, then they're not ready and they shouldn't work with you. You might worry about scaring people off, but what that does is the people who do have the time, that do want to put in the work, are the ones that end up coming to you, and you get more happy customers, more testimonials, better results in the end. So it is worth scaring away people who aren't going to get the results that you want to deliver for them, and you repel them by encouraging them to understand the work that they have to do. You don't want customers who are freebie hunters. So set very strong boundaries with what you will and won't accept. You can share lots of free advice in your content, it's general in nature, but you never share one-on-one consultation. That must always be paid. So if someone's sending you DMs and they're asking you questions, that's when you say, love to help, here's a link to book a consult with me. That way, anyone who just wants a freebie will either book and become a paid customer, or they won't book and they won't have the value of your free advice. Once you start giving away free personalized advice, then you're just going to attract more freebie hunters into your world, which is the last thing you want. And you don't want customers who are mean. You know, the ones who just are rude, don't listen, don't respect you, treat you badly, don't pay, miss deadlines, and just muck you around. How do you repel those kinds of customers? You fire them, and then you talk about it. So you start to talk about, I fired this customer because this is what they did to me. That's a great personal story that people will connect with, and will also educate your audience that you don't put up with any crap. The other thing you can do is just mention that in your introductory process when you're having a conversation about maybe working with someone. I had a client who was like, we want this, we want all these results, and if we don't get it within 3 months, we're out. And I said, look, that applies to you as well. If you muck me around, if you don't, if you're a mean client, then I will sack you too. So if anyone has that red flag when you're having those initial discussions, then by all means, talk to them about what you expect from them and tell them that you will and do sack people who are mean. All those tactics will help repel those unwanted customers and leave you with the joyous, lovely, beautiful customers that do the work, can afford you, love what you do, and are happy to pay your fees.